Welcome to Terhune Orchards in Princeton, New Jersey. I'm Pam Mount.
Tannwen Mount. And I'm Reuwai Mount-Hanewald.
We've been farming here for 50 years as a big family farm.
We're a diverse operation. Here we have our retail farm market. We go to tailgate markets, education programs, and we have a full winery, greenhouses, and our own bakery. And we farm 200 acres here in central New Jersey. And on those 200 acres, we grow lots of different kinds of fruits and vegetables, and totaling up to maybe more than 60 different crops.
Welcome to the Terhune Orchards Farm Market. We're here in our 250-year-old barn in the middle of suburban New Jersey, just outside of Princeton. My husband and I bought this farm about 50 years ago, and originally it was 55 acres. But luckily it had this wonderful old barn that we can use now as a market. And as you see when we walk around, it's pretty small. I think it might be 900 square feet or something like that, which is pretty small, but when we first started it was fine. It was actually a sorting machine in the back corner. So now as our business has grown, we do alternative other ways of supplying our customers and our friends and neighbors with all the fresh produce. We started, as I said, with 55 acres. Now we're up to 200 acres of all kinds of vegetables, all kinds of fruits, 30 different kinds of apples, 30 different kinds of peaches. So we supply our own market here with everything that we grow. And we sell almost all of it right here. So that means we have to recruit and encourage and preserve all our customers. And we're very fortunate that many people have come here to Terhune Orchards with the grandmother, the mother, the kids. 3 or 4 generations of families have shopped here over the last 50 years. And to us, that is a point of success. That when people return for their weekly shopping, that's great. And now, of course, we'd love to have people come for, let's walk down this way. We'd love to have people come for a special visit when we have our special events, which is quite often, maybe once a month or so, we have some kind of thing going on. But basically, we're a farm and we want people to eat all our fresh fruits and vegetables. So even though we try and entertain a little bit here and there and have music and other things, it's all this beautiful produce that we grow now year-round to help people eat healthy. We have our about 3/4 of the vegetables we grow are certified organic, which was quite a long process, as many of you know. That certified organic is a rigorous campaign to make sure that fruits and vegetables are grown organically. But then there's other things that we have as a supplement to our own fruits and vegetables. And that works out as well. We make our own cider, and what we try and do is have a closed loop. So we grow lots of apples, we sell lots of beautiful fresh apples, but what do we do with the smaller ones, or the ones that are not red enough or whatever? So we grind them up and make cider, and we're absolutely famous for our sweet apple cider. Then also, of course, there's other things you can do with some apples. How about apple salsa or apple sauce? You'd be amazed sometimes about all the different things that you can make out of your own fruits and vegetables if you're trying hard to be sustainable and use all the aspects of everything that you grow. Then, of course, we make all kinds of pies and cookies and baked goods. And the bakery was something that we added maybe after we had been farming for 10 years or so. And over the years, that also has grown. So we make lots of cookies, which now, of course, all have to be wrapped up for the virus protection. And we make lots of pies. And our sort of signature baked goods is apple crisp. It's a fabulous piles of apples with this wonderful crumb top, and we sell lots of that. Also, there's all these breads, apple, zucchini, pumpkin, that people enjoy. These are the kinds of recipes and the kinds of food that you remember your mother and your grandmother making. And maybe you wouldn't do it now if you were at home and don't have the time, but this is what people miss and why they come to a country store like this to get what they remember as being secret to their happy childhood or family gatherings. Then we also have a little departure from fruits and vegetables, and we make a lot of cider donuts. We use cider as an ingredient, and these have become incredibly popular. So we have just across the drive here a nice little bakery that manages to produce all these baked goods and cookies and donuts and fresh every day, so that people come here for their fix on not only fruits and vegetables, but also wonderful homemade stuff.
One of our newest crops here at Terhune Orchards is wine grapes. We started a vineyard a little over 12 years ago now, as a new venture. When I returned to the farm, we have purchased an additional property, and we were able to start a new venture. So this is a family venture that we began. We started with 3 acres of wine grapes, and we now have 9.5 acres and make 16 varieties of wine. So we're here in our wine barn with our wine tanks, where we ferment our grapes into wine. So in our 16 varieties of wine, we have lots of different kinds of wine that we blend together, but we also have apple-based wine that we make out of our apple cider from our own apples. So that's unique here. We are primarily an apple orchard, so having apple-based wine and fruit wines is a great addition to our lineup of wine varieties. So here on the farm, you can get all your fresh fruits and vegetables, enjoy the fresh air and the barnyard and our educational activities, and pick your own. And you can also enjoy having a glass of wine and a tasting flight out in our wine orchard. So our wine is fermented in our tanks here. When things are blended and finished, they come over here to the bottling line, where they are bottled and corked and labeled. So as I mentioned, we have a wide variety of wines, so there's something for every palate and for every occasion. These are some of our favorite examples. Our apple wine is one of our customer and family favorites. It's actually a dry wine, made in a dry Riesling style from our apple cider. Chambourcin is a grape that's well known here in New Jersey. It's a cold, hardy grape that does really well in our region, and medium body red. And then we have some traditional wines, like a Chardonnay. So there's something for everyone here at Terhune Orchards to enjoy. We welcome our community to come and be farmers here at Terhune Orchards. We have pick your own crops, beginning with asparagus in late April and all the way through the season, with apples and pumpkins in the end of October, and sometimes even to the beginning of November. Here are our apple trees that are just about to pop into blossom and are great fun. And so it's really great to have hands-on experience here and have your own hand in harvesting your own crops here at Terhune Orchards. So next up, and come on over here, we'll show you what's going to be coming up. Right after asparagus is our strawberry season. They've been hiding all winter to stay nice and safe. And here they are. They've been under a nice blanket. And pretty soon, this will be happening in late May and all through June. We'll have nice ripe strawberries for people to pick their own. And so we'll welcome customers This is our first pick your own fruit of the season. After asparagus will be pick your own strawberries. And then we have things all season long, so stay tuned. You can follow us on social media or our weekly newsletter to see what you can come and harvest that week.
So here we are in our beautiful peach orchard that's in bloom right now, and we'll be harvesting here in July. We have a huge range of crops here on the farm and a little bit of everything. So right now in the spring we have our cherries and our pears and our apples and our peaches all in bloom. Our strawberries are coming into bloom, and then the harvest continues all summer into the fall. So my role on the farm is overseeing production over the 200 acres. And so the great thing about that is I'm an environmental scientist by training. And so a lot of what we do is how to be sustainable and use kind of the natural resources we have here on the farm, but also keep a sustainable crop for years to come. So my parents have already been farming here for many years, but my sister and I, we now have our kids here as well. And so I maintain the water use, the land use, the energy use, and all of the resource use here on the farm. And so it's different for every crop. So we treat the peach trees differently than we would another fruit crop, but we also then have a whole nother area which is all of our organic vegetables, and they're all certified organic, and that's a totally different process. And so it's a really fun place to work because there's always something different going on, and I'm always kind of applying the same sustainable principles in lots and lots of different crops. And people come here because they want to know how we grow things and feel good about what they're buying and enjoy kind of the beautiful 200 acres right here in the middle of New Jersey.
We welcome our community and children and people of all ages here to Terhune Orchards to learn a little bit about farming, what it means to be a family farm, how fruits and vegetables grow, and how to take care of our earth and our land. Here we're at our children's garden and our community garden, where we take a stop when we're on our school tours and our children's programs, and it's the highlight of our farm summer camp as well. And we talk to our groups about our important life cycles and water cycles, as well as the all-important seed and plant cycles, how fruits and vegetables grow. That's the first thing we talk about when groups come here. What is an apple tree? Where do fruits and vegetables really come from? They don't come wrapped in saran wrap in the grocery store, but they come hopefully from your family farm. The most nutritious fruits and vegetables come right from your corner, around the corner, and directly to your home. You can hopefully come and experience that through our education programs, all kinds of story time programs, and then combined with a hands-on experience of picking and activities, as well as our farm camps and our great experience of school tours and adult tours and groups that can come and experience really what farming is all about through hands-on education. But of course, everyone's welcome here 7 days a week to Terhune Orchards. And you can come and say hello to our barnyard friends and have a little fun here on the farm. So here in our barnyard, we have some friends that are here all year long that like to come on down and say hello to visitors. It's been a long winter here on the farm, and so we're just awakening here in springtime. And our friends here in the barnyard are really excited to say hello to everyone. We have goats and chickens and sheep and lots of fun things to play on. So we welcome you to visit us 7 days a week, all year long. There's always something happening here on the farm. We have special events and activities, so be sure to visit us at terhuneorchards.com to know what's happening with Pick Your Own education programs and events.